Let's turn to India now. We've talked about India's plan to become a military exporter. But that requires an important step: identifying your market, figuring out who will buy your products. Looks like India has picked the global south. Reports say New Delhi is going to sign a defense deal with Ethiopia. It will focus on two areas. One is military training, the other is military acquisitions. You extend cheap loans to buyer countries. They will use that money to buy your weapons. Apparently, the talks are in the final stages. The agreement will be signed after India's elections. Another deal is with Guyana. India's Export-Import Bank has given a line of credit to Guyana. It is worth around $23 million. And what will this money be used for? To buy two Indian military planes, the HAL-228 Dornier aircraft. It's ideal for short takeoffs and landings. Apparently, that was a priority for Guyana. These planes will be used for a number of missions: to carry out patrols, to resupply military bases, and to move soldiers around. But Guyana is not done yet. They're also looking at Indian patrol vehicles and radars. That's two major deals, one in Africa, the other in the Caribbean. And there's a clear trend here. Global South countries like Indian military exports. I'll give you more examples. The Philippines has bought India's BrahMos missiles. It's a $375 million deal, and the deliveries are set to begin. Around 12 other countries are also interested. All of them are from the global south. Same with the Tejas fighter jet. India is also in talks with 6 nations about this. The list includes Nigeria, the Philippines, Argentina, and Egypt. Again, global south. And the numbers support India's mission. Look at the value of defense exports in 2017-18, around 4,600 crore rupees. Now it's almost 15,000 crores. That's a rise of 226%. And the government's target is much bigger, to reach 50,000 crore in exports by 2028-29, basically to become a top defense supplier. The global south can help India reach there, which again raises two questions. One, why do these countries prefer India? And two, how does it help New Delhi? For starters, India is part of the same club. It is a global south country itself. Plus, there is no colonial stigma, no fears of buying strategic assets from your former colonizers. That's always an advantage. But the biggest draw is the price. Western jets and missiles are very expensive. Indian ones are more affordable, yet lethal. And the reason is quite simple. India faces the same pressures as these buyers. It has to spend a lot on social welfare. At the same time, it cannot ignore defense spending, which is very different from the West. There, the idea is to throw money at a military problem. Just consider America's F-35 jet. A few hundred of those planes will cost $1.7 trillion. That's purchase plus operate plus sustain. $1.7 trillion. It's unthinkable for the global south. Now we come to the second question. What's in it for India? The obvious gain is the money. More defense exports equals more revenue. More revenue equals more investments and jobs. So India can build a robust defense industry. But equally important is building strategic ties. When you sell weapons, you become partners. Just look at India and Russia. The root of that relationship is weapons. So New Delhi must try and replicate that with the global south. These countries already look up to India. A defense partnership will lock things up. Will it be easy? Of course not. China has a head start in this industry, especially in Africa. They've signed 27 loan deals with 8 nations. Put together, it's worth $3.5 billion, and all these deals cover defense. So it's going to be a massive challenge. And the West won't give up its foothold easily. China won't let India take the lead. So New Delhi should be ready for a tough fight here.